I'm going to show you one of my favorite automations. It is taking the responses from a Google form like this and putting them into a Google Doc template, but actually creating a new document from this Google Doc template. So you'll see these weird things here, like these little squiggly brackets, and that's what's going to actually trigger my Zapier automation to say, hey, the field from this Google form should go here. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do that right now and automate another step in your business. This is really great to use if you have any forms that need to be filled out, or if you have like a legal agreement or a proposal that you need your client's information from, and you just want to automate that process. This is an awesome use case for that. So step one is taking and creating a Google Doc template. All that I do is actually label my Google templates with square brackets templates. That way, me and my team know that this is a template, it's being used by Zapier, and no one should actually touch this document. And what we do is we have this in here, and anywhere you need data from your Google form, you are just simply going to use 2 squirrely brackets to open and then 2 squirrely brackets to close. And then you're going to put in the variable that you want to get from your Google form. It's important that when you're putting in these variables that there's no spaces, there's no periods, there's no underscores or weird characters, just all text. It's okay to use capitals. So I use all text, no spaces, client first name, client last name, current income, goal income. Step 2 is you're going to have your Google form. And ideally, you put in whatever questions you want, but you need to make sure that you know which questions are going to create the response for which sections in the form. After you've got those 2 done, you are then going to come into Zapier and create a new Zap. Your trigger is going to be a Google form. So you're going to search for Google Form as the app. And during the setup, the trigger event is going to be a new form response. And you're going to go through the setup here. The configure, you are going to then choose the Google form that you just created, and you're going to click continue, and you're going to find new records. And so you want to make sure that you're actually pulling records in here. And I like to look at these to just make sure that, yes, the responses I'm getting from Zapier match the questions and answers that I have in my Google form. And then I click continue with selected record, where I go into my next step. The next step, you're going to be using the app Google Docs. The action event is going to be create document from template. And you can see here that we can replace variables. And so what this is going to do when we click continue is it's going to find the Google Doc template that you just selected, going to replace the variables, and then save it as a new document in whatever folder you want. So that's exactly what we're going to do in this step, which is going to say, hey, this is where my Google template document is, and this is where I want the document saved. For new document name, I'm just going to call it new form response, and then I'm actually going to use the variables in here by hitting slash and then searching for the Google form variable, your first name, your last name, so that way it actually labels the new document with my client's first name and last name. And once you scroll down to the bottom, then you are going to find places that you have variables selected. So you see my 1, 2, 3, 4 variables here from this document, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so you see all the variables as a field for this Google Doc. So then what you're going to do is very simple. You're just going to map all of these. And so you're going to select what field from your Google form you want. So for my client first name, I put in the slash and it's your first name. And then you're going to test step. And once you test your step and there's no errors, then you are ready to publish. And now when you publish your Zap, every time that this Google form is completed, a new document is going to be generated. Now, this is not going to give you a notification. I like to take this one step further and actually set my Google form responses and actually say get email notifications for new responses. That way I actually get an email notification when someone has completed this, and then I can just go and open up my folder, and that way it'll actually tell me, have that document there available. So we can actually test this now that this is published. And now my form has been submitted. So I should be able to find my Google Drive and I should be able to see the new form response. So there you go. You can see I have now generated a new Google document from that template and it has actually filled out the fields. But you can see client first name, Taylor, client last name, Taylor. You can see that that's not right. So I need to come back into my Zapier, need to go back down to my configure, and you can see I accidentally selected your last name and your last name twice. So I need to change this Zap and really make sure that my fields are all mapped appropriately. So your first name is what I need there. Continue, and I'll publish that. And if you want help automating things inside your business, if you want to do it yourself, you should join the Autogrowth Academy. It's my community on School where I teach marketing and business and automation strategies. You'll find all my step-by-step tutorials like this one, and you'll also get weekly coaching calls with me where you can actually work through your automations and get help from me right inside my school community. So you can use the link right below this video to join the Autogrowth Academy. And of course, if you want to hire me and my agency to do and build these automations for you, then you can use the link down below this video to book a consult call with me. Another common problem that I see is if you cannot find your template document, this is what you're going to do. You're going to find your actual Google template document. And where's mine? And what you need is the document ID. And the document ID is this string of characters right here. It's in between the D/ and then the /edit. That string of characters is your document ID. You're going to copy that. And you're going to come back into your Zap and you're going to see your template document here. You can actually click the 3 dots, custom value, and then you can just paste in your document ID and that'll work as well. If you enjoyed this automation, subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this and drop a comment down below and I'll see you in the next video.